So we have the lovely Naseem in the studio.
Grown.
Oh dear, how are you?
I'm good, I'm very good. How are
Yeah,
you?
I'm good. Can I just say
Yeah.
that before you came into the studio,
Uh-huh.
the guitarist Nagif was saying, God, he's so Harry Potter. And obviously, like, I had to disagree. Well,
yeah,
not
okay.
really.
Yeah.
But, and I hear now the producers call you the lovely Naseem.
Yeah, because of you.
I know.
Yeah,
See? It sticks.
It's
And
not
also, can I just say, I love your jumper.
Oh, thank you very
Can
much.
you just show the
I mean, I don't know.
audience?
I mean, it says Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
From Home Alone?
Yes, of course. Of course,
So
I
you
had to
do know
wear-
you'll have to wear another Christmas jumper next week?
I'm not here next week.
What?
No, I'm here, but now that regulation has been set on me.
Oh my God. Anyway, so tell us what you've been doing over the
Okay,
last week.
so fittingly, the first film for this week is Office. It's called Office Christmas Party, which is the most boring title ever, because it's just like The Accountant or films like that, where it's just like you can come up with a better title, but it's called Office Christmas Party. It's the comedy Christmas film this year. It's got people like Jennifer Aniston, Kate McKinnon, T.J. Miller. Out of those three names, people would hear Jennifer Aniston think, oh yeah, Friends, But I think the one that you should be excited about out of the three names is T.J. Miller. You won't. I don't know if have you heard of him, T.J. Miller?
No, who is he?
He's this up and coming comedic actor. He's on like shows like Silicon Valley and things like this, and he's such a funny guy. Like, he hasn't broken out into the mainstream yet, and I think a few upcoming roles will be. Have you seen Deadpool?
No.
Oh, okay. He was in Deadpool. He had a significant role in Deadpool, and he's sort of breaking out now into the mainstream. And I hope this is the sort of start of him getting the big comedic roles. So Office Christmas Party, there's nothing really special about it, but it's just a fun little. Basically, the premise of the story is, it's a office environment, and
It's
the
a
boss
party.
says no. The boss said this is the twist. The boss has cancelled the Christmas party, so there's no Christmas party.
Okay.
But of course, her workers rebel against that and set up like various Christmas parties, or try to, the boss is Jennifer Aniston, and everyone is trying to have a Christmas party behind her back. And it's a typical story. You can sort of guess the way it's going to turn out, guess what the boss is going to say in the end, and things like this. And it has that message, and it's that sort of American brand of comedy that you get from the likes of Seth Rogen, James Franco. It's very sort of crude comedy, and it's these days you don't really get Christmas films anymore. Like, think of another Christmas film that's like Home Alone that you've seen recently.
Haven't.
I mean, you don't get Christmas films like that anymore, and mainly because Star Wars has taken the December release date. It's a Star Wars film every December now, which is what it's going to be next week and the next couple of weeks. But I'm glad to see there are some Christmas films coming out, because it's kind of a nice sort of mini genre in itself, and it's definitely the best Christmas film out this year. And that's not saying much because there's not that many. The second film is actually a very, very important film when you think about it. It's Snowden. It's the film called Snowden. It's based on, of course, the whistleblower who came out against the American government and revealed the phone hacking scandal, things like that, listening in, snoopers and things like that. And it's starring Joseph Gordon-Levitt, who's almost great in everything, like Looper, Inception. It's got other people like Zachary Quinto and Shailene Woodley, and it's directed by Oliver Stone. And his films can be very divisive. He does films that some people love, some people don't, because he injects himself into his own work. It's very much like, usually his films are very controversial, and I think Snowden, it's in itself is such a controversial topic anyway that he just had to play it straight, and that's what he did with Snowden. It's a very just detailing Snowden's life, the things that he lost, what he did, why he did it, and things like that. And there was actually a documentary, I think earlier this year or last year, by Channel 4 called Citizen4. Did you watch that at all? I think it kind of does a better job of telling Snowden's story than this particular film, but obviously they have to dramatize it, which is the difference with this film. So if you're looking for a more dramatic, then definitely this film. But Citizen4 is more of a documentary, and it actually shows Snowden and how the journalist hiding in his hotel room, and as soon as the phone goes off, they're worried, they're paranoid because they think someone's listening to them. It's an amazing story, and I think the dramatization does a good job of that. And the third film, which is the DVD release of the week, is Suicide Squad. Have you seen that? You must have seen Suicide Squad.
I've heard about it.
You've heard about it, yeah.
And I heard how awful it was.
Oh, you heard it was awful.
Yeah.
It's very interesting because it's such another film that splits audiences. I personally didn't think it was as bad as everyone was saying it was.
It was a good cast, though.
It was a very good cast, yeah,
very
like Will
good
Smith,
cast,
Margot
yeah.
Robbie, people like that. And Jared Leto. You know, it's got some things that don't work, like for instance, like Jared Leto as the Joker. I don't think that works, but there are things that work, like Will Smith. He's amazing in everything. Yeah, I mean, I know you're a fan of Will Smith.
I'm a fan, but do you know what? I'm a fan of Jared Leto as well.
Are you a fan of Jared Leto? Okay.
Yeah, I remember when I was in high school.
Yeah.
He used to have like a high school kind of series, and he was the heartthrob in it. I used to watch it every week.
Well, I mean, people love him, and he's a great actor.
He's
It's just
really good.
in this film, some people will love him, some people will hate him. You know, because the previous Jokers have been so amazing, and you never know with a person's experience. But it's a divisive film. I didn't think it was bad as everyone was saying. I think there's a lot of fun to be had in the film, a lot of good action. It's a superhero film, well, it's a super villain film actually. It just focuses on a band of superheroes, super villains that have been brought together to take out something that's even more evil than them. And that's the premise. It's in the same world as like Man of Steel, Superman, Batman, same world as that. So they show up here and there. And if I were being honest, the majority of people don't like it. But I think out of all the other DVD releases this week, it's you can turn your mind off and watch it basically. And it's got some good action. And I think I would personally just watch it for Will Smith and Margot Robbie, because they're so charismatic in their own right that you can watch that film just for them too. So if I run through those three films again, it's Snowden, which is I think the cinema release of the week that I go watch. If you're looking for the Christmas film, then it's Office Christmas Party. And if you're just wanting to stay at home because it's Christmas time, you just want to relax, then Suicide Squad is the best DVD release of the week.
Wow.
Yeah.
So next week, you're going to be back?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Another good jumper?
Maybe we'll see. I have to
think
keep you in
are
anticipation.
known for your jumpers.
Well, now I am, because you point it out every week.
we don't really wear shirts or anything like that.
No, I can't. Not with my physique.
Your physique is fine.
Nah, we're a jumper.
Anyway, thank you for coming in. It's always a pleasure having you here.